update that video. When are you going to give us some new footage so we can update that video? How much longer we got here?
Lou, tell these two, don't rush things. You know what I'm saying?
Look, like, see, I saw it in your eyes. As soon as you came on camera, I saw it in your eyes. Like, I'm not sure why I did this again.
Yeah, no, this is a bad idea. No, but all kidding aside. All kidding aside, it's been a minute. How are we feeling?
We're getting there, just we are getting there one day at a time. I'm not on the Chandler Parsons program yet, but we're getting there.
Hey, it's not a bad program. Hop on. There's room.
Pause. Easy. Everybody,
everybody
calm down. Everybody calm down.
I do miss you.
This is already done. We're done.
I do miss you, G. How you liking it so far? How's everything going with you?
I mean, it's great. I mean, obviously, after a thriller of a win last night, vibes are really high with the Jazz. And I know, Chandler, you know him personally, but I can't speak enough on how Ryan Smith has made, this destination just a place that's, really enjoyable. You talk about how he goes above and beyond. He's building a new practice facility. Name an owner that knows every single one of his players' first names and is like introducing himself to parents at other games. There's a funny story. He owns the Mammoth. I asked him for tickets. Like, who can text their owner and be like, hey, can I get tickets to the Mammoth game? He's there. And I'm with my mom, and he's sitting down, comes up, introduces himself, and we're in the car later. And my mom's like, who's that guy with the Louis Vuitton shoes and the backwards hat? Like, he was so nice to us. And I was like, that's our owner. Like, come on, Mom. Like, let's get it together.
That doesn't happen very often. But you mentioned the big win last night. Obviously, your former team. Is there a little extra juice there? Like, do you love that more? I know when I left certain cities, I wanted them to crash and burn. So, like, are you stoked watching the Cavs struggle this year, or do you kind of feel for them in a way?
I mean, I'm 4 teams removed, Chandler. I don't know if you were around this summer, but that was like the 3rd team I was traded from.
When you were trading with Luka that I asked last time.
Yeah. No, I mean, obviously I got love for those guys. Obviously it's it's part of the business. We were 41-10 when that trade happened, and you want to see that through because nothing's for granted in this league. You don't ever know if you're going to get another chance at having a team that's good enough to get at it, and that's probably the part that stings. But as far as, I don't wish ill will on anybody. You just want to show up, play meaningful basketball, and collect your checks, as the infamous Lou Will would say.
You dig. Look, G, LAURI's been playing lights out. KEYONTE has been playing lights out. Both averaging career highs in scoring. But first, I want to give you the floor. I want you to make a case for LAURI Markkanen, why you think he should be an all-star.
I mean, I just think, the fact that he's elevated his game every single year. He was obviously a one-time all-star before this year, but I think he's done a phenomenal job of just carrying the weight of being a star player on this team, having multiple teammates, trades, new signings, but yet his performance is still at a high all-star level, and it hasn't dipped. And, that's not easy. Being said, sometimes you used to playing with older players, and now he's had a extremely young core. Him and KEYONTE have done a phenomenal job. I think there's no reason, why LAURI shouldn't be an all-star. And if you want me to make my push for KEYONTE after 25 points in the second half last night, I can, if I can get one more minute.
Right.
Yes.
Does he have the highest ceiling of any young guards that you've played with, KEYONTE?
Oh, absolutely. And I think the biggest thing for me is, you were able to be around Shea, and I'm not comparing them before this gets any clickbait or anything like that. But he's just so eager to learn. And when you're coming in as an older guy and you're seeing a young guy who this is his only team, and he has a time slot that he's showing up to every day, that he's diligently working. He's asking, veterans like me, K-Love, Nurk, how to specifically make different reads and different things like that. You're like, oh, this kid is eager to get better, and he's naturally doing this already. The sky's the limit. So LAURI has been phenomenal. He deserves the all-star, nod. So doesn't KEYONTE, just because his work ethic, his will. And then most improved player. I mean, I don't know who else would be up there. I guess Denny Advia would probably be up there.
Advia's a good one, yeah. Kid on Thunder kind of, AJ kind of fell off a little bit. But your boy KEYONTE's got to be number one.
Yeah, who has taken that kind of leap, from second to third year? I mean, I'm sure I couldn't think of it off the head. Can we talk to the people in the
Chandler
back, like
can.
when I was in the studio?
Yeah, you want Conrad? Conrad, if you could go ahead and get us that information.
Give us something.
Just tell us anything.
Denny, Jalen Johnson. Okay.
Denny, Jalen Johnson. Boom. There you go. That's the nod. That's the jump. Okay, everyone's frozen. This is good TV. Let's talk Ace Bailey, shall we? Boogie loves him. I want to start by saying that. Boogie loves him. Thinks he's going to be a great star in this league. You see him up close every day. What do you see?
Yeah, Ace is phenomenal. Such a great kid and super talented basketball player. But, like for any young kid, like this isn't just like lightning in a bottle, right? Your rookie years, you're getting under your bearings. He was at Rutgers where they probably traveled 13 times a year. We've been on 2 9-game road trips. I mean, so, it's not easy. You're playing all the time, but I think his potential and his willingness to pour into the team is what's been most impressive, right? He got these labels and all these knocks coming out of the draft, and the kid is such an unbelievable kid. Like so many times we'll be sitting down and he'll just, can you believe we're in the NBA? And I'm like, Ace, you were destined to be here. Myself, like I had to like wash toilets, ask people for favors to get here. You were destined to be here.
That's so cute, though. By the way, I see you guys, your social media accounts they're always very active. They did Best Smiles or something the other day, which I thought was funny. Is there somebody on the team that's and you can't say yourself, okay? The funniest young dude on this team is who?
The funniest young dude. I mean, it's close. It's between Walter Clayton, and Bryce Sensabaugh for sure as young guys. Walter Clayton is my rookie, so Lou, you know how this goes. You take care of him at the beginning of the year, and I'm like, hey, I'd like an iced coffee every time we take off in Utah because we usually leave in the morning. So he brings my iced coffee, and one day he was going to be late, so he didn't get my iced coffee. So he had the nerve to be on the plane and ask the flight attendant for ice and gave me a warm coffee and was like, look, there's your iced coffee. So, I'm raising hell. I'm like, man, you're the worst. Yeah, you're the worst rookie ever. Da-da-da. You know what he leans up and says? He said, hey, Keith, these older guys better start to learn how to be grateful around here.
Yes!
What?
I love him.
He's coming off a national championship. He's feeling himself. Yep. Give him some time.
Needless to say,
I could have been on that team.
His car got popcorn, so he learned his lesson.
Yeah, there you go. I was about to say, get some straightening. I couldn't have been my rook. Couldn't have been my rook.
Okay.
By the way, G, I want to talk about Will Hardy for a sec. We got a video here of him going absolutely ham on the bench against the Thunder. Is this him day to day, or was this just a tough moment where he was all wild up? But he was all.
Oh, I just read that. I read that. That was good.
God.
Is this him? Is this a calm day in practice, or explain Will Hardy to us?
No, I mean, listen, obviously you're going to have these moments, as a coach. I think anybody's had a coach that has flipped out like this. But I think the best thing about Will is that he genuinely cares about everybody. You ask any player top to bottom. I mean, Will puts in so much effort, whether it's calling you, texting you, FaceTiming, because he's like a new age coach. He actually knows how to use technology. But he's just a awesome everyday guy. And, we've had some tough losses. So, sometimes you get frustrated, but I think the amount of time that he pours into these players and the patience that he has on a day-to-day basis, like you're not going to find someone that's doing that. And I think we've shown some great games and capabilities of what we're going to be able to do in the future. And that's simply because his ability to coach these young guys, have patience, and pour into them on a day-to-day basis where, most probably wouldn't do that.
Man, that's incredible. Gee, I want to ask you about Trae Young. Know you played with him last year. Since then, last week he was traded to the Washington Wizards. What did you think about the trade on both sides for the Hawks and for the Wizards as well?
Yeah, I mean, you know how optics plays out in the NBA. I mean, some things run their course, right? And I don't know how it all happened. If it was a mutual agreement, that's kind of like how it came out to us. I haven't really been able to reach out to Trae since. But, I think it worked out for the both of them, right? The Wizards have been trying to get a lead guard in the draft for a little while now, and now they have one. And, the Hawks, kind of get a piece in C.J. McCollum and Corey Kispert. They had shooting. So I guess, they're looking towards building around Jalen Johnson and the other pieces that they have. And Washington kind of gets their, lead guard and headpiece. So, when they are ready to take off, they have a trajectory. I think it was a win for both sides, if I'm being completely honest.
Yeah, I agree with you. And all three of us have played with Trae Young, and sometimes he gets a bad rap. But why do you think that is?
Perception is everything in this league. And once you get a label, it sticks. Like, I was doing defensive slides for the first 7 years of my career, and yet people are still going to call me a bad defender. But, it is what it is, right? And then I'll look at someone that's labeled a good defender, and I'll see someone stutter step and go by him, and they'll be like, yeah, he's the best defender we have.
Like, who do you think?
You're not today, Satan. Not today.
Not today, devil.
No chance.
Damn, I tried.
Yeah,
All right, let's give some guys.
the pot stir.
All right, Jordan, let's give some guys flowers. There's a lot of good scorers in the league today. Kevin Durant just passed Wilt all time. Harden just passed Shaq. They're probably not the top now, but who is the best scorer in the NBA right now?
Is that a serious question?
SJ?
Yeah, I don't even think like
Luka? Ant?
Dude, what he's been doing in LA, I don't know if he's been at Craig's or Catch. He's looking real good in LA.
All right,
but no, shit.
Why the face, Beadle? What you got on your mind?
He scores a lot of points. How's the team?
All right, you want us
Whatever.
to talk about Wemby?
What,
Well,
no, I don't, because you got. First of all, why would you waste one of your wins on beating the Spurs? Like, that was rude. First of all,
who's wasting? We try and win every single game. What's wrong
I
with
know you do. I didn't appreciate that one. That one was rough for a lot of people to accept.
Yeah. No, I mean those three are probably in the top. Like the stuff I've seen, like SGA, we played him the other night. He got the ball with 3 seconds left. They're down 2 points, and they're drawing up an ice over to him, run to half court, catch the ball, and get to his spot. Like I've never seen someone be able to do that. I mean, Wemby's a freak, and then Luka. I mean, it's step back, the ball's flying up in the air, it's going through the hoop. They're all three of them are impressive. Keontae George, throw him in there.
There you go.
Nice.
Oh, I like this.
He had 25 in the second half.
By the way, can I ask? This wasn't a planned question. I do have curiosity though. When the first time you faced Wemby, like, no, don't be scared. It's easy. What'd you think? Like your initial reaction to just sort of the whole vibe?
Yeah, what you just did, I was like, yeah, and I was like, I told my coach, I was like, I think I'm just gonna shoot threes tonight. I don't really know if I can get in the paint kind of day today. Yeah, he's unreal. I mean, what you guys saw from him, I mean, you guys were out in Vegas because Chandler was FaceTiming me from the Baccarat table.
Yeah.
Lou, you stayed far away from that,
Oh yeah, we're not speaking because of that. He hates us. Go on.
Yeah.
I believe it. No, but that was impressive. What the Spurs did on that trip out there to Vegas. I mean, that's impressive. That put them in the conversation of, teams competing for a championship.
It's I'm wondering, as a player who is actively in and on one of the teams, because it doesn't matter what season we're talking about, this tanking thing becomes a topic of conversation. I do find it a little fascinating to listen to a lot of it. But you're an active player, and you're on one of the teams that's got to sort of protect a pick moving forward, but you're also not going to tank. You just said it. They play hard. You guys play hard every game and try. What can be done? Like, what is there that the league can do, in your opinion, that could perhaps maybe stop it or at least slow tanking down?
Someone floated an idea. We were just sitting and talking, and it would be if there's 20 teams that get into the playoffs, because that's the play-in, the 21st team automatically gets like the first pick or something. So it's like if you're like the middle of the pack, rather than having.
So you were trying.
So essentially it's like you have to play out the whole year rather than just acquiring losses. But I mean,
I like that.
I like that.
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah,
then the
because I mean,
problem is
it's a
people.
team.
Then the problem is teams will just tank for the 21st spot, like when it comes down to the last 5 or 10 games.
That's crazy.
Well, then
always
you only
be a
have
level
five.
of tank.
Then you only have. Then you only have like the playing teams. Like then you only have like 5
They
of them.
win a little bit.
You know,
Yeah.
Yeah, like you gotta.
gotta
it
be
gets,
Yeah,
to
no, I
82,
think you're
it
still-
gets to 82 games. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
like that, actually.
They got to be
Why
solid
does that
enough
seem
to
so
be in that
simple? Why
position.
is that? There's got to be a flaw. Like, why it seems like a simple. I like this idea. Why aren't we doing
yeah,
that?
I mean,
don't hate it. That's the first time I heard that.
All right, I'm gonna put it on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it on my thing, my list. We got
trademark
this.
it. Run it back. / Niang.
Fixed it.
Yeah.
George, we appreciate you. We have
Yeah.
missed
See
your
you
smile
guys
and
next
face.
week. This is gonna be awesome. I think we can get some
Yeah.
good chemistry going again.
Let's do it. I got more questions. I got more things to say.
Once a month. We'll talk soon. We'll be back to wrap things up.
Energy, man.